Welcome back to Bobson. Let's play some more Europa Universalis IV. We're playing as Quizquiz. We're going for Quizquiz Pro Quo. And we still have to take Anjou, move our capital there, and be done. We're kinda in the preparation phase for a war on the French. At least that's my plan. I take out French Columbia down here. Not necessarily because I wanted the land, although part of it is in the Caribbean node, which is nice. Because we want power there anyway, and part of which is in the Panama node, which steers into the Caribbean node, so that's neat. Kinda wishing I had more power in the Caribbean, but hey, it's neither here nor there. But the reason we took this land is so that these French colonies over here would not immediately join a colonial nation, French Columbia, because it won't exist anymore. Therefore, I can make a claim on these colonies, on these no longer colonies, and declare a war on the French without having to deal with a no-CB war, which would cost me 2 stability and create a Quizquiz expansion and all that. So that's part of the plan. The other part of the plan is apparently not core a bunch of my land, because I'm not made of admin, but really is to build a whole bunch of transport boats, and we already have a heavy navy that can probably rival that of the French, hopefully. I don't think they're particularly navally focused in any way, shape or form. Quick look at their ideas. They do have quality, which is not going to make it, it is improving their ships. That's about it. And their national ideas are not about morale of navies or anything. They have completed... Do they have the ambition already? 7775 means you have... What is it? Every 3 ideas you unlock a step. So... I don't think they're done yet, are they? What did I say? 7775? That's a lot, actually. That is 21, 26. And 26 divided by 7. Divided by 3. It's a lot. Yeah, so they do have all their ideas. It's true. So they have that 5% extra discipline, which we don't. Plus their French Elan. So fighting them on land will be trivial. Will not be trivial. But we're gonna do our best. I was thinking we might try to get like fleet basing rights in Brittany if they were so inclined. They were not. You don't like me. My diplo rep is low because we're just next to smaller vassals, but that's not actually the problem. The neutral attitude in your opinion. I might actually start improving on the Bretons here. The reason I want... Unless, no, the French are my rivals, they won't do it. I want a way to be able to repair my ships around here. We're going to take some attrition from getting overseas, and we won't immediately have land in France to repair our ships. And we are probably going to get into naval battles, so it makes a lot of sense to me to try and get that done in Brittany. So let's improve relations, hope that helps. And it's cool. I'll keep uniting the colonies, I think. Keep going for breadth rather than depth. Which, you know, advantages isn't... I think this is just Imperial Conquest, yeah, which is nice and all, but we don't need it. And we're full on prestige. We are, I think, trying to deal with these uppity natives, but we're not going to be there in time. So I forgot to put a unit on there to protect my colony. Mistakes have been made. I know you're as surprised as I am. What is this unrest? So that's actually a lot of unrest. In a lot of places. There are those Illinois separatists, which I did see coming. I didn't think they would come here. I thought they would be here. Let's root those out. Spain attacking the Mescalero. So a quick look at an unrest map mode. Okay, it's these newly conquered things over here. There's a bit of unrest here because we did the reassessment survey, okay. And then I assume down here, yeah. Okay. It's gonna be 10,000 French Colombian separatists in a bit, and I only have 9,000 troops down there. I probably should do something about that sort of situation. Luckily I have 1 billion troops here, so just go like this. Let's hello, Mr. Britman. They're heavily investing in these colonies here, which in some ways I understand, because, I mean, you want to colonize and become big, but also that's going to form a colonial nation which I can just eat, which people tend to not be the biggest fans of. I mean, I state this since I have the stuff. The stuff I never remember the name of. And I will make another parliament thingy. How about Manhattan? Did we put Manhattan into parliament yet? We did. In Massachusetts, we did not. Get in there. And I'm not going to call all this stuff. I have no admin and I have actually stuff to core still. Just went to war with me and now you want to have military access, Erie? That's kinda... doesn't feel right, does it? I don't think rebels pop up in... in colonies. And there's no unrest here, right? So we don't need to be afraid of these one stacks getting crushed by rebels, I don't think. That should be okay. What are we trying to do here? Trying to re-grab claim on the Wichitans, just in case. Fabricate on the French, because you know why. Needing another seat in parliament. It's starting to be annoying. Tiny bit. Keep saying how great parliament is, and it is. But ugh. Q, 9 development, best place. Not even called. Wait, did that not? Was that 2 seats off, or did I just not add you? I didn't add you. Okay, there we go. Must have hit cancel instead of okay. It happens. To the best of us and also me. Oh, look at that. They have a friendly attitude towards me. They would already give us fleet basing rights. It's gonna cost money, so I'm not gonna grab those ahead of time. It's still nice to have. With the extra diplo relations that we should have available right now, very much do. Is there any way we get a friend? Wouldn't mind a friend, honestly. Naples, Denmark, Genoa. Could ally Brittany. Could I call Brittany in on a province of territory? Ooh, but then they might take Anjou. The reason I'm thinking about getting Brittany in on this is not that I want their military might, which is not a thing, but that would give me a staging ground. And if I declare with my troops in my allies' land, I'm pretty sure if I call them in at the same time, I'm not getting black flagged from the declaration of war, which is different from getting just military access here. And that would mean I can ship over not just 30,000 or whatever, 40,000 troops, but all my troops instead. And try to beat these 49,000 French super soldiers. Spanish. So that's kind of tempting. And you would do it, yeah, when we just saw you in the thing. You're not allied to the French at all. Probably not gonna get drawn into a wrong war here. Probably. You want French land. The only piece of French land you really want is Anjou. So we really have to take care to grab that first if we do this. But that is tempting. I think it also means we don't need to buy fleet basing rights because they were allied. Maybe. At least that war. Now the Danes, on the other hand, they would provide 25,000 guys, which is fine. And they would provide 42 ships. But your navy is probably mostly galleys. Denmark. What's artillery on you? Denmark. Yeah, mostly galleys. And also they surely don't want French land, so we would have to accumulate favors first. I don't utterly hate the idea of getting the Bretons on our side here and just rushing Anjou. It does add an extra level of complication. If the French were to defend Anjou, and then we have to be mindful of what the Bretons are doing, but I think that might work. And that would be great, of course. I think we want to go for that. Let's see what I need to fabricate a claim on you. I can already do it. I must have lost a lot of claims. Let's take the one on Tavehash, call you home for now. And ally the Bretons. Check out our new colony down here. This place, yeah. I don't want to... Oh yes, your suppression. I forgot that I'd set the individual guys to suppression too. I think I can leave all of this to the Brits, can I? Let's have a look at colonial regions. Yes, it's all colonial Eastern America. So it will be one colonial nation which we can then eat if we do so desire. It might not be necessary if the war goes the way we want it to. It's just going to be over. But I mean, there's a decent chance it's not, obviously. And then, you know, we might need some backup plans. I guess I'll do Conestoga. You're no longer needed here. Let's march you into Conestoga. And once I get my guy, I'm gonna put him there. There we go. And then, hey, Brittany, how about an alliance? Now, there's no guarantee that this means that they'll also join me on a promise of territory. Not on you. No, they currently would not. Oh, you like the French so much? And I have no Diplo rep? This might not work out, but it's almost certainly not gonna harm us. So, I think I'm okay. More corruption. Someday I'm gonna read that event and understand why the option you have in the end, well, the button you have, I guess it's not an option if you can't choose, is it's still just a saying. I don't know what's just a saying or why. It always confuses me. Sort by overextension. 133? I guess. It's just that expensive. Yikes. It must already be in a state. Which is why it looks so high, because we're not doing the two-step process. It would be nice if those French folk could go to war and be a bit busy. Ideally, their friends would be involved in such a war and decide not to join in the defense. That would be ideal. Starting to get a bunch of those flutes in, which is very nice. I mean, it's gonna cost me because we're over our force limit. But they're also kind of necessary to deal with the French. I think we're ahead of time in Miltech, aren't we? Yes. So I'm finally gonna keep going through here. We need 5 more ideas. Damn it, game. Is that right? Yeah, 5. To get the, I really want the discipline bonus. Yeah, I don't care about the other one, but I would like the discipline bonus. But even finishing defensive ideas here will not give me that. I would also really like to get like an event where I get a great general or something. That would be very nice. Because our generals are terrible. And I don't think there's any reason to do more fabrication in the French right now. Let's come home. Obviously, it's not great for us if we, in addition to... In addition to having to fight somebody who has more morale and more discipline than we do, also has better generals. It's not ideal, let's say. Convert those morons. Done in Pina... in this place here. Now, do I wanna... Oh, I already own these centers of trade up here, don't I? Stadacona and Emporium. Is there one in there? No. Not that we're currently using the Gulf of St. Lawrence, but at some point we might be interested in doing that. Honason probably is already taken. Yes. I think value for money, it's kinda irrelevant. Well, not super relevant where we settle next. I should consider a war against the Susquehannock at some point. Let's build a spy network here. They're sitting on an estuary, which, you know, should really be mine and my money. Okay, let's do Wampanwhack. Wampanwhack. If we had a colonist, which we apparently don't. Maps transferred from France to the Ottomans. Some ungraceful natives, that'll be alright. And yeah, this is all that. The lack of admin is a real shame. But we're already making 15 a month. We're still looking bad on that. That technology, I honestly thought would be easier to catch up once we got the institutions. We started a huge debt. First of all, because we started at Tech 1 rather than Tech 3 as others do. And then we didn't take technology other than military for a long time because of the lack of institutions. Still feels weird though to be this constantly this far behind. Because there's a catch-up mechanic, right? Through the ability to the fact that you get a bonus from neighboring people having higher tech than you. Get all these discounts. Then again, we get like 15-20% discount. You need 5-20% discount techs to make up for 1 tech. So I guess it's not a big surprise if you actually do the math. But why would one ever? Okay, whack, someplace just got complete. That should free up a guy now, which we're gonna send here. Who we're gonna send there? Yes, it is a person. Sloth as a As loath as I am to admit it. How's that trade looking? 30 ducats now. I don't know if we're finally gaining from the... Wait. Didn't I put you to steering? Did I dream this? Did I move my center of trade? Didn't I move my main trading port? For 200 dip, like 2 episodes ago? How do I find out? Suppose I check if Yazoo is it? Did I dream this? What the heck? I'm like 100% certain, as my voice leaves me, that I moved my main trading port to... And I did the whole thing where I put my merchant into here. I even waited a month and got the pop-up. I got the ability here, right, to set into... What? The frick? I am... extremely weirded out by this. Did I move it to a place that's not a core and then it got moved back because of that or something? Not that that should be how it works, but maybe it is. If I didn't do that, please let me know in the comments. Starting to lose my mind here. What? How's this a thing? Now what I remember is that that wasn't particularly successful. I didn't get much out of it, but... Huh? Did I click on a mission or something that moved my trading port back for some reason? I'm looking for a place to put my next seat of parliament, by the way. And just thought I might be faster just clicking on stuff instead of looking at the map mode. I don't know why I would think that. What do we get from this? Do we get trade? No. Production tax, manpower. You, Guale, you got it. Because I'm lazy. And pay off some of your debt. Or... that's a lot of money. I probably should have done that. But I mean, what's money? And you have this great trade network that I don't. I am so confused. How? This is my subject stuff. They should be able to deal with this. I don't know where the Kispokan army is, though. Wait. Kispoko? Surely you have some troops? That's not you, right? No, that's Oneda. No, you do not. That number is 0. Okay. Let's go help our friends. I wouldn't need to help here. These are just peasants. What the frick happened to my main trading port, though? Finally get a second one of these. Turn Trade power propagation is nice. Blockade impact on siege. Merc discipline. I do have a decent chunk of mercs. And I have that French war coming up, hopefully. So yeah, let's go merc discipline, I think. As much as I want the money. As much as I want the freaking money. I'm gonna try again. And who knows? Massachusetts. I'm even gonna fully core you. Just so we don't do something weird. And then once I have 197 dip next month, I'm gonna spend a huge chunk of dip just to do a thing again that I'm still 1% sure I already did. Move trade city. Yes, I want it. Go. Now this is my main trade city. There is... Oh, and you this time immediately understood. Transfer trade power. Yes, do it. And I don't think I want you to go to Ohio. Or do I? I have more trade power in Ohio than I have in Chesapeake Bay. But I'm not steering at all in this place. I think I'm going to try this direction. It's not tons of money anyway. And have a quick look at our trade run. About 30 ducats is what we had before. Please tell me that this is worth it. I didn't just waste another 200 dip. Trade didn't change. Trade didn't change. Huh. But there's so much money in Chesapeake Bay now. I don't really get it. I mean, this will change trade. But yeah, this did nothing again. My money comes more from tax than it comes from trade, so I'm gonna go for the tax modifier. So, I even remember having 69% trade power last time after we did this. This must have happened. Something must have happened to move my trade city back. I don't know what that would be. Getting the bonus from the transfer, I suppose. We have that nice chunk of trade power here. We should be collecting a decent chunk. I mean, we are collecting most of the money that's in here. And there's a decent chunk coming out of here. And I guess there are 9 ducats that we were collecting here before, roughly, that are now not being collected by me. Okay. I don't know, but... Oh well, it felt like it would be better. It isn't. That's 400 dip down the drain. I wonder if that's gonna change back again. Wait, how do I have troops up here? What's your job? Did I send you over from way away? Oh no, you did it because you're an auto thing, so I didn't need to send anybody. That makes sense. Keep converting. None of you have the edict going on anymore. So let's have a look maybe at Jamaica. The Greater Antilles region, enforce unity, convert Jamaica. And it shows Jamaica because they have a high impact on my religious unity. Because they have higher development. I guess just need more trade power here. Can't afford to lose those, what's that, 17 ducats. No, I don't think it's worth It might be. I should at least try to see what happens if I move my fleet. It could change things. 32 ducats in trade now. We just have some cores come in, so let's wait a moment longer. Is there more core? Yeah, there's another core coming in. Shouldn't change too much, but it might change some things. Did I see this? 203. Can't have good leaders to save my life. There's a world, I think, in which I... things. I believe there's a world in which... No, it's gone. What was I talking about? Gee, my brain. Furthermore, I believe that Madrid must be destroyed. Madrid delenda est. Yes. Sure. Right. A world in which I hire a mercenary company with the main goal being to hire a decent general for big fights. Could have a quick look, couldn't I? 203, 3322, 41, 31. These are not nuts, but not bad. Probably would go for this guy. Costs 1,000 ducats and an upkeep of 20. Oof. It's also 29 soldiers, which is a pretty decent chunk. It's not like we're not making any money. Just that I would like to make more money. Good old capitalist attitude. Now, did we get the core yet? No, there it is. Let's wait another month. Assign another seat in parliament. And then I will try what happens if I move my trade boats over to the Caribbean. All right, monthly tick has happened. We had 32.77 ducats. Give me my boats. Protect trade in the Caribbean. 32.77 becomes really 32.78. No change. That's 8 now, but okay. It doesn't matter, you say. Cool. I mean, there's a world in which I invest more into the trade navy, but I think I am over my naval force limit. I am. So I'm probably going to pay more for the boats than we're making. How do I have a spare colonist? Did I just send one to a place? Sometimes I confuse myself with these. Let's just take Chickaroa, because I have a dude next door. Now, the real question is, do we do any more quick wars to expand? Or is it time to finally do that French thing? Well, not this episode, apparently, because we're over time already. I do thank you so much for watching. If you like what you're seeing, then you know what to do. Like buttons are good. Subscribe buttons are better, if you haven't hit them yet. And anything you would like to say to me, you can, of course, say to me down there in that comment section. Thank you for watching, and I think next time I'm going to try the French thing. I'm afraid. I shouldn't be, but I'm afraid. Part of me is wondering whether I should wait for the ideas. But that requires a whole extra idea group. Well, one idea in an idea group, but still. And the next idea group is going to be at Admin Tech 14, which is not so far away. I think we just try and go next time. We'll see. Thank you for watching, and see you folks next time.